We are depleted. That's for darn sure. Oh, I mean, squatting on a cloud. Fantastic. But we're going to have these days. We're going to have these days where we get through the workout and we are just depleted. And we have to adapt with it. We have to. Because if we don't, we're going to meet an unmovable force that is going to force us into submission and just into a spot that we don't want to be for very long. Well, good morning. Welcome back. Good to see you again. It's going to be a good leg day. I know that. I know that. I have been going to bed the night before this workout every single time and just genuinely being so amped about executing on this workout right here. It's a simple one. It's a good one, but there's just something about pushing hard on those lever arms and doing some leverage squats with them that is just, I don't know. It's just something good, man. It's just something good. That being said, I've been thinking a lot lately and dreaming again about doing some barbell squats. I do miss doing those, so I think I'm going to throw those in here sometime soon. Perhaps when I do a deload week. I am thinking about doing a deload week the week of the Spartan race that's coming up here in just a few short weeks' time, actually. I think we're about 2 weeks out, a little less than that at this point. Maybe that week I do a small deload. Just literally 1 week, the 5 or 6 days leading up to the race. And in that, throw in some back squats just to keep things fresh and interesting for ourselves. It's been a little minute since we've done those, and I think it sounds nice. As you can see from today's workout though, we're not changing anything up from what we did the last time we executed on this workout. We are going to be doing some hamstring curls and starting off with those to get nice and warmed up before we move on to our leverage squats. We'll be hitting that GHR, those leg extensions, some calf raises, and some hip abductions that I have just been absolutely loving as our finisher. I really like doing those calf raises and those hip abductions back to back. I have found that it's a great little superset in that I can do my calf raises and then immediately come over and do those hip movements and not have to worry about setting any timers or anything like that. As soon as I'm done with my hip cable movements, I go right back over and do those calf raises. It's a great use of time. It's a great little superset, and it just makes things as efficient as possible here in the gym. Well, you two boys are just so needy this morning. So needy this morning. So let's get started with this workout, huh? Let's get into it. Let's get after it. I'll see you over there. So we've reduced the weight down slightly this week, and what we're trying to accomplish with that is to make sure that we can get obviously the full ROM, but I am also very focused right now on that squeeze. When my leg is curled all the way up, I really want to attempt to get a good squeeze. It doesn't need to be anything long. You know, we're not looking for 2 or 3 seconds. We're not even necessarily looking for like a full second, but just something and a little bit more than we would otherwise get if we had had 5 additional pounds on here, 10 additional pounds on here. We want to be able to get off of this and say that our hamstrings really were taken to an RPE 10, that we can't do any additional work with good form on these, and that we left it all on the table. All right, we got our last set here, and on these first 2, it felt fantastic. On this last set, we're going to be focusing on all of the above, but we're also going to be really honing in those long length partials at the end and tacking on some very deep stretches with those. So we're not going to be trying to come all the way up with those legs. We're not going to be trying to get that full squeeze all the way at the top. We're going to be focused on that bottom half of the movement, keeping it lengthened, not letting it come all the way down so that the weight and the tension come off our legs, but really keeping it in that bottom half plane of movement to eke out whatever reps might be remaining and really stretch out those hamstrings. All right, we've never tried these with the squat pad on here. We're gonna try it. I don't know how I'm gonna like it. I probably should have tried it warming up just to not be weirded out by it when we're at our, our actual working weight here, 360 pounds, but we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. It's, when we're doing these leverage squats, this regular pull-up bar is significantly more comfortable than the fat pull-up bar that we had initially used many months ago. So this feels much more natural on our traps, but it's still, I don't know, something about it just not sitting very comfortably no matter where I position it on my back. So we're gonna give this a try. We'll see what happens. This is a pretty firm squat pad, so should give us some support, but also not make it so floaty that it feels like it's gonna wiggle around and fall off our back, even though it's not gonna fall off our back. It should feel pretty firm and stable as opposed to a big cushiony pad that might make it bounce a little bit. Oh, yes. Holy cow, that is so much more comfortable. Wow. Wow. This was like, I mean, squatting on a cloud. Fantastic. I can't believe we haven't done that sooner. Definitely going to keep using the squat pad here. We're up to 360 right now. That's only 5 pounds more than last week. And wow, that was tough. That was tough. But I really want to up it more. I really do. So let's do 380. Why not? 380. Come on. Big one. All right, I didn't like how he bounced out of the bottom there on that last set. So we're keeping it at 380, and we're really going to focus on not bouncing when we're down here, smacking into the end of the plane of movement, and then coming immediately up out of it. I want to stop it just shy of that, just shy. If we can do that, I think this will be a good set. I think we're going to get some serious volume either way, but I really want to control that bottom half of the movement and make sure we're not just using the momentum out of that bounce and bouncing off of these safety pins to make it easier for ourselves. Let's do it. All right, let's do some leg extensions here. Our legs are definitely feeling fatigue, that's for sure. Man, we are really feeling everything. The culmination of everything here. Especially after those leverage squats. We are depleted. That's for darn sure. But we're going to have these days. We're going to have these days where we get through the workout and we are just depleted. Yesterday I was feeling pretty tired all day. Did not get good sleep the night before. Did a light workout yesterday morning, and I did not film that one. I was just focused on coming in here and knocking something out. Super simple, super basic push workout. Nothing crazy. Fairly light, but still pushed it. Didn't reduce weights. You know, still got to the RPE 8-ish mark, but didn't push it too hard so that I could recover. My body needed that. It was tired. It was a crazy busy weekend, nonstop. And I was definitely feeling the effects of that yesterday morning when I woke up. So we're going to win some. We're going to lose some. Okay. Oh, yeah. Those quads are done. Oh, wow. Oh, the afterburn, there it is. Well, we've got 2 more sets of these, and this is where I'm going to end up leaving y'all today. My, this workout has gotten tough. Those abductions over there were nuts. These calf raises are feeling crazy tough. And that just goes to show you how hard we've worked today and how depleted our body is at the moment. But that just goes to show you that every day is going to throw something new at us, right? And the gym continues to remind us, both in and out of the gym, how we have to be prepared for whatever might just come our way, and we have to adapt with it. We have to. Because if we don't, we're going to meet an unmovable force that is going to force us into submission, into pain, into misery, and just into a spot that we don't want to be for very long. But if we can control that, if we can control our actions towards that, our feelings towards that, and ultimately how we react towards everything coming at us, well, we stand a pretty good chance of minimizing just how long we have to be in that uncomfortable spot, right? Isn't that right? So let's move right at it. Let's tackle it head on. Let's go right towards it, just like Moko here comes right towards me whenever I start talking to you guys. Really thinks I'm talking to him, I think. I really do. Keep trucking towards it. Keep moving towards that goal. You will bust through that pain, I promise you. That moment of uncertainty, of uncomfortableness, it will pass, and there will be greener pastures ahead and better days ahead. But at the moment, we've got to deal with what's directly sitting in front of us, whether we control that or not. Oftentimes, we won't be able to control what's placed in front of us. But again, we can control the actions we take, we can control the reps we do, the exercises we do, and how our attitude is when we're approaching those things. Hope you guys have a great day ahead of you, great evening, great weekend, great week, whatever it might be. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Talk to you all soon.